see her level damage. So oh, again.
Man, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. Like, oh wait, this could be a lot of damage right here. Oh, never mind. I take it back. It's another quick. Wow. Vortex kick. Vortex kick. Arts
And
down.
killing that Bart.
Oh,
wow, that's game.
Alright everyone, welcome back to Wbel Season 2, Week 3 for the Clairvoyant Division. And again, I'm with JB79 this week. Hi man.
How you doing?
It's okay. It'll be fine.
A little under the weather.
Yeah, a lot of coughs, but it's fine. It's going to go well. Alright, so let's jump into the standings. So currently with 2 points we got Iceheart and MacRain. And with 1 point we got JesusLBL, Meefle, Iroh, Reindell, JB79 and Crashmstr. So we have Addol and Taiyo still with 0 point, but it's still early in the season.
Still anybody's game at this point.
Absolutely. Alright, so let's jump into the fight. Alright, so first fight, we got the MacRain against Meefle. So on MacRain's side, we got Valade, the new Ketone, and Tifa. On Meefle's side, we got Ravius, Lightning, and Kadia. So what can we expect?
Oh, it's going to be an interesting matchup here. You know, kind of just a quick look at the teams here. On MacRain's side, we've got kind of a Fist Devout comp there. Again, kind of, you know, a popular one to build around is that Full Metal Alchemist card. So looks to be doing that. And on Meefle's side, we've got his patented Lightning unit, but he is kind of, I think, building around maybe that Knight Mace synergy. You know, they do share some good cards there as well. So, you know, there's no direct kind of elemental disadvantage here. We've got kind of Lightning versus Wind and Dark. So it's going to be kind of up to the units here to kind of see who comes out on top. So this will be an interesting match.
It's what we like to see. Alright.
Now this is a very interesting map. You know, each team kind of starting up on the top of the stairs, and then you kind of got this, you know, lower tier area in the bottom. But no ranged units here for either side, so we're gonna have you know, a few turns buffing here before we get to the action.
Yeah, we saw a couple of missile units in the other videos.
I'm not surprised. This is a good missile map, I think, if you're able to keep them back on that height advantage.
This is Irvine's map originally.
Yes, and I do remember this map back when Alaya first came into the game as well. Remember playing it. Maybe, I mean, I guess Irvine was relatively close to when she came out as well, so maybe it was, maybe that's what I'm thinking of with Irvine. But Lightning, she does have some missile attacks here. She's got some decent range, probably the most range out of anybody on the field, so that's going to be a feather in the cap of Meefle here, I think.
Still nobody in range.
No, the Fist units, you know, they're relatively short range, especially Ketone. She's kind of in that 3 to 4 range. And certainly Ravius is not known for her range either, but she is a very stout tank.
Yeah, our longest move I think is Taunting Blades.
So that wind and ice resistance not really going to help.
No.
in this particular matchup. Lightning is going to be the main damage here coming from Meefle's side.
Alright, so overpower. So we have a first hit, not a lot on that team. So next we have Ketone, she maybe be in range. Yes, Will Breaker, really a lot. Okay, so even if the follow-up, not a lot of damage on that team. Next we have Kadia, probably in range to heal. I don't know if she'll do it because of the health of the characters, because they're above 60%. Alright, next we have Valade, he's going to buff, which one? Let's see. Is Kadia? No, perfect. So Ice and Wind resistance, attack and magic up, banish. Banish! Oh wow, so we have an offensive Kadia on that team.
Putting yourself into danger there as well, it's gonna be rough.
So Ravius got more evasion now. Now we got lightning, so let's see the level of damage. Lifetime. Oh, one-shotting that Valade in the back. That's not looking good. And Ketone's already off health. Next we got Tifa going for Ravius again, probably. Oh, going for the... That's hot. So we got a 4-hit chain on that lightning. She's almost died, but now we have Ketone, so probably going with a select 2. And with the totally ignoring
Damage
the
cap.
Radius again and killing that Kadia. Alright, so we got the Radius. She has a lot of damage to do to win that match. So Blinding Cross again, so not enough to kill that Tifa. But now we got Ketone that's blind, so maybe that will have a big impact, but that Tifa really has to die soon. So next we got Ketone. I think she doesn't have any guaranteed hit on the skid. Still able to hit that Radius, but the follow-up misses. Alright, so next we got Tifa. Alright, is she going to be able to kill that Radius? Not enough, but it's close though. So next we got Ketone. Is she able to hit her again, even with the blind? Going for yes, going for the Esper. So and we got the proc on the Courage. So let's go. But yes, I don't think that she stands a chance. At least Meefle got another kill.
There it is.
Clear, Your Worship.
Yeah, so I mean, the chaining there was really kind of the key to the match, I think, for me, where Tifa kind of came in with their 4-hit combo, and then Ketone was able to damage cap on that chain ender there. So between that and then the tank losing the hate very early, kind of just after a few hits there, and then that left Lightning exposed. So I thought that it was looking good for Meefle there for up until that point, up until kind of the hate change. So that's a tough break.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that there's nothing to add after this. When the units passed by Ravius and went for the backline, at this moment it was already done. It's really unfortunate for him. I don't know if there was a dispel during the process, or if she only lose all her 8 because she didn't use any additional buff like Taunting Blade in the process. The level of damage that was done on that lightning really it closed the match.
Yeah, as far as I remember, I think she was mainly just using her Blinding Cross move, her kind of AoE that ups her evasion, and I don't recall, I don't believe that gives any additional hate. So yeah, I think it would have just been the initial hate there that wore off after 3 hits. That is kind of the trade-off. If that happened to me last in maybe my first match with my Mont. And once that initial hate is gone, your backline is in trouble.
Yeah, especially with a 4-hit chain.
Exactly.
Perfect. So GG to both players and congratulations to MacRain. Alright, so second match we got Reindell against Taiyo. So on Reindell's side we got Setia, Machery and Whisper. On Taiyo's side we got Terra, Hope and Summer Kelfe. So what can we expect?
Interesting team for Reindell here. I mean, we were just saying on the last map that this can be a decent missile map. So we've got Setia coming out there for Reindell. I don't think there's really any sort of job synergy here with these units. So I expect Whisper just to be kind of a punching bag here out front, and his probably building around some fire cards there. For Taiyo, last week we saw he had some troubles getting out his summon, kind of his Terra strategy. This map is a little bit longer, I think, or at least affords you better time to maybe get a couple buffs off. So we may be able to see that. And again, I'm going to be expecting that light Esper here with Hope and Kilfei here joining the crew.
Hope that it doesn't go as fast as last week. Alright.
Okay, starting across from each other here,
Yeah,
but they still have quite a distance to traverse. Satia's got good range, but not that good. I'm curious if Kilfei is going to be using her additional mobility here. Looks like just 3 movement.
Yeah. Machery also 3 movement.
So I hope he has some really nice buffs. I think that his AI is just a little bit difficult to use. So you got to turn some things off to kind of tune him right. So no more buffs from Kilfei. Maybe that could be a come back to bite her with her AP. We'll have to see.
Yeah, probably that he really wanted her to use Ace first.
Yeah.
And we'll have a first attack, so it'll be coming from Citia, so Flight of the Firebird. So let's see the level of damage. She can hit pretty hard. So we got a one shot on that Kelpie.
Oh man.
Eesh.
I mean, it does have that fire and peril there, so that's rough. That's a rough way to start off here for Taiyo.
I also heard that Reindell forgot to upgrade that LB, so it was not upgraded.
Look at the range there from from Winter Macherie. I think it's like 6 or 7 on that precision.
That's
jump,
incredible. So far.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I don't think that this Hope will survive. So yeah, we got Terra, yes, Terra against the world. And still no Esper.
There it is. Bringing out the space chicken Valor.
Oh yeah, for I don't remember
Actually,
what it does though.
Decent damage.
Well, at least we got to see the Esper.
Would have liked to have seen what kind of damage Summer Kilfei might have been able to do, but yeah, Citia was just able to delete her immediately. So that was the key of the match, was the range advantage there for Reindell. Not only with Citia, but also for Macherie. We saw that super long, range on her precision jump, which was quite cool to see here as well. So good game to both players, but Taiyo's gonna need to go back to the drawing board, I think, for that Esper strat.
Yes, again, not much to say, but like you said, that 9 range jump on that Macherie was kind of really surprising. It's Archer type of range, so yeah, pretty impressive.
Very nice.
Alright, so let's jump into the next match. GG to both players, and congratulations to Reindell. Alright, so next match we got Iroh against Addol. So on Iroh's side we got All Day, Ramada and Sosha. On Addol's side we got Surges, Flagberry Glaciela and Halim. So what can we expect?
So very interesting matchup here. We got the battle of the spear here. You know, both teams are triple pierce. On Aloha's side or Iroh's side, we've got young King Eld, kind of the centerpiece unit, versus Flagbearer Glaciela over on Addol's side. There is going to be, a little bit of an elemental advantage going towards Addol, because Alim does have that lightning element. I don't think it's going to be a huge problem for Eld, but maybe she'll be able to clip Ramada relatively early. We'll have to see how that pans out here.
Yes, we also got the elemental advantage from Surges against Sosha.
Very true. So kind of the unit's kind of starting a little bit apart there for Aloha, so that maybe that's intentional to kind of have a split formation here.
The HP absorb TMR from the start.
To set the pace, so that's the Addison Ray TMR for the haste removal on crit.
Yes. Also HP absorbed from Ramada, but she used it on herself only.
Maybe a positioning mistake there. I would guess he would want to get that on everyone.
Yeah, same. Maybe a last minute change on the equips and only need 1 agility up.
So far no haste has come out from Aloha, so this Addison Ray TMR, not sure if it's going to be that helpful here.
Oh, so Ramada
Very
going
good.
backward to have just the right amount of range, yeah.
That's her enhanced Nighthawk ability, which does get that increased range if you're able to have the height differential, so nice to see that one.
Absolutely. Alright, next we got All Day, so Lion's Drain, very few damage on that Clash. So yeah, she can take AoE damage pretty well. So next we got Surges, Leaping Assault, so landing the slow on that Sosha, that's already very slow. Next we got the Alim, so it dispelled a lot of buff. Oh wow!
That was impressive.
Okay, so she
So,
got a
Off
lot
the
of...
chain from
yeah.
Eld.
So she got a lot of AoE resist, but not single target resistance. Still, that was really impressive. Next, we got All Day. Is he going to be able to hit? Okay, no. So he is going to suggest, so probably that he had some 8 on him, or maybe just because he could have the kill. Poison Sting. All right, so not able to kill that All Day. Next, we got Glaciela. Oh, counter trick. Oh, that's going to be really big. The only advantage on
Massive.
Addol's side is the fact that Alim, okay, is evasive, but also because she's a lightning unit. Next, we got Aldi.
He
So,
still does
Aldi.
have his re-raise up here.
Oh,
Here
holy
comes the
trick.
limit burst.
And that's a lot of damage, and that will also help the damage of Ramada. So next we got Alim. She really got to do something big, Ebony Blade. So killing the first life of all day, but like you said, she still had this re-raise. Next we got Ramada, so she wasn't able to lap. Only a single target at that attack because she didn't add enough AP. Next we got all day, probably finishing her off. Yes.
Wow.
So that counter, right?
So, I mean, right off the bat, the key of the match there for me was the off-the-hook Ramada just completely taking over that match.
Oh yeah.
Not only with the early kind of nice damage on the long range to start off the match onto Surges, but then, you know, capping off that chain on Glaciela for massive damage. I think it was like 11k
Yes.
after Eld had done his double hits that for basically nothing. So Ramada, you know, really, really cool showcase. Really, you know, amazing to see her pop off there.
It looked so well for Addol at first with the...
It was close.
All day went for Blackberry Glaciela and like she tanked it so well. I think she received like maximum 1k damage. And after this we get the Ramada going with his spear and 11k. It blew us up. And at the end, the earth-breaking counter. If he had a chance, completely destroyed it.
I think at that point, I mean, he still had his re-raise up, so it probably, you know, was still somewhat favored in his direction, but yeah, that completely tipped the scales. I mean, definitely GG to both players. Both prepared nicely, and you know, I think that the teams were set up well. You just gotta kind of tip your cap there, and you know, especially when it's Ramada who's kind of bringing out the win there.
Yeah, people will have to watch that Ramada from the upcoming weeks.
Exactly.
All right, so GG to both players, and congratulations to Iroh. Alright, so next match we got Iceheart against your team GB. So on Iceheart's side we got Mia, Miranda, and Elena. On GB's side we got Mount, Shadowlynx, and Winter Victoria. So what was your thought process for this map?
So, you know, kind of like we were saying there at the beginning, this map, I think if you are able to kind of keep your range units back, it can be favorable to missile. You know, similar to ship deck, you know, kind of similar situation. There is some height advantage there on the very ends of the map, and you know, especially with bow units, they are able to take advantage of that and extend their range. So that was my general thought process, kind of going into it. I was a little bit worried that Iceheart would be doing the same. You know, we have seen the Alaya Craze team from her a couple of times with Rafal. So that was kind of the team that I was preparing for, you know, in terms of my preparation. I thought for sure I would see it here. She ended up going a different direction, maybe trying to throw me off a little bit. Brings out the evasion angle with her Elena, and then some supportive aspects from Mia and from Miranda there as well. So we'll have to see if I packed my accuracy here.
She wanted to do a big show, so let's see if she delivered.
And there is bonus points on the line, you know, for using all of the units you selected. So
yeah,
that is something to think about as well here. And I did want to show what this team could do. I wasn't able to showcase them very well on the first map, but you can see here I'm getting right into the action. It's not what I was expecting, but pretty good start there for Victoria.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage, and she's pretty accurate. Of course, Elena didn't add the chance to use her second buff, but still. So next we got, so AP up and Man-Eater? Is that it?
Yeah, so that's the Oberon TMR, the Fire Oberon. So get me some AP and kind of keep them going. That's the play there.
So very nice healing. So now we got that evasion buff online. So that evasion buff was pretty neat for her because she could evade now. So break spread again and another evade. So yeah. Oh no, it wasn't evaded. Okay, so a lot of damage on that Elena. So she really needs to evade. Is Miranda in range? Yes, double arc. So a lot of damage on that Shadow Links, but not enough, unfortunately. So now we got Mia going forward. I hope for her that she has hate because she really needs to distract the team for the upcoming turns. Next we got Elena, so moving forward. So let's see which she... yes. So going for the month, so it's not really good. I hope that at least that she could kill him. Not a lot of damage, so really well tank. He's not really well known for his magical tanking, but he really well prepped him. So killing that Miranda and doing a lot of damage on that Mia. So next we got Victoria, probably. Okay, so she doesn't have the AP, but enough to kill that Mia with a single attack. So next we got Arrow of Undoing and removing the courage from that Elena. So yep.
Yeah, so like I said, was I going to be able to bring the accuracy? Thankfully, I did. That was one thing that I was preparing for there. I wasn't able to actually get TMRs off there on either of my bow units, but, you know, thankfully it didn't come back to bite me. I had that contingency plan there with Mons to kind of get some bonus AP, and it was enough to kind of take them down, you know, despite some of the healing coming in from Miranda on their way in. You know, I think that it was kind of an uphill battle for that team with the limited mobility, you know, once you saw that the missile units were on the other side, but definitely well played. I think it was a good team, good idea, a good showcase there for the missile units, I think, overall.
Yeah, we said earlier that it was a longer map, but of course with missile, especially when you're starting face to face like this, it goes pretty fast. Like I'm used to use missile, I use it a lot for WDL season 4, but if you don't have the damage and the enemy can reach you very fast, it really goes to the shitter really fast. So in this case the damage was there every time you could hit the enemy units for like 60% of their health. So yeah, unfortunately for Iceheart, she didn't have the necessary bulk to rejoin you.
I think she had the right idea with her kind of aggressive starting position. You know, she was starting off like towards the bottom of the ramp rather than at the top like we've seen, you know, most of the other teams. Yeah. So that was able to kind of get her towards the middle there relatively early. Unfortunately, with her moving first there before me and me still being at the, you know, the range 3 or 4 or whatever the top of the stairs is, that extended height was able to give me even more range to hit her easily there right from the get-go. So it's tough kind of starting in that hole right from the beginning and not being able to get her buffs off from Miranda. She had to go straight into heal mode. But yeah, that's what happens sometimes against the range units.
Yeah, unfortunately for you, you only got one miss on your side. So it could have been sideways with more evasions.
Exactly.
Alright, so GG to both players and congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Alright, so last match we got Crashmstr against JesusLBL. So on Crash side we got Halloween Lucia, Velis, and Yishtala. On Jesus side we got Amnelis, Kelfe, and Ramada. So what can we expect?
So Crash is bringing in that book and Black Mage synergy there by building around the Halloween Lucia card. And Jesus, this is the same team that he brought against me last week. He's got the tanky Devouts there with Ramada, so building around the Full Metal Alchemist agility card. Very interesting. We know Kilfei for sure is not known for her magic mitigation, but Amnelis is able to kind of help her out with that and give her that barrier, as well as a heal back there as well, kind of depending on how he set up his buffs. You know, Amnelis is definitely pretty tanky against magic damage because of that. So we know that Lucia, she does not have any sort of barrier break. I don't believe Velis does either. So hopefully Jesus has that one turned on. We'll have to see how it goes.
Yes, also Ramada has the Red Mage sub-job, so she could boost the magic tanking even more.
True, yeah. Magic reflex in there.
Alright.
So Lucia's she's got that great HP barrier, but it's physical only, so that's not really going to be able be very helpful here against these mages.
Yeah, still help for the initial placement though.
I really like this team from Jesus. There is like a lot of sneaky synergy here. I mean, you've also got, you know, the Dark Siren card is something that you can use on that team.
Yeah, Devout and Spear goes really well together.
Yep.
With the FMA card.
And their breaks kind of go together nicely too, because Amnelis has the Spirit Break on the LB, and Kilfei has the Magic Resistance debuff there on hers. But this team from Crash is going to be fast. Haste is out for everyone. But Ramada again, kind of stealing the show with the debuff, with the Dispel. We got Velis going to attack mode here.
And Y'shtola, Shadow Fair, so she's going to decrease the AoE resistance, could be big in the long game. Not a lot of damage on that Ramada though. So next we got Amnelis, so we got the LB. So they won't be able, should be able to hit them even if they're evasive. And one-shotting that Y'shtola, but it was kind of expected, especially since she's a fire unit. So Eternal Frost, I don't think that Amnelis was in range at first, but she went in. Alright, so Toad Curse and one-shotting that. Oh, she had her Curse, but now she's
the Toad.
Oh, okay, so that's really not looking good now for Jesus. So let's hope for him that Velis is not able to do a lot of damage on her. So the LB, I think that's its suppressor down. I remember.
Wow.
And cap damage on that Kelfie. And there's only a frog remaining.
Yeah, this is just... Everything kind of was the speed, I think, was just a little bit too much here. Velis kind of gave the advantage there to Crash. He was able to lap there and get the double turn, and then Lucia comes in with the Toad. So I think that you know, maybe if Jesus was able to get off the magic barrier, maybe in his rotation. He was able to get off the heal back, but with the damage that Crash's team was putting out, the heal back didn't really come into to much play there. So, you know, GG to both players. I think that, like I said, the speed was too much to overcome.
Yes, this time the Addison Retimer will have been ND for real. On Jesus' side, probably, like you said, would have been better to proc the magic barrier first. Especially since those two can't remove a magic barrier, I think, Velis and Lucia.
No, not as far as I know.
Yeah, so that will have helped them a lot. But I understand him because the L back is really good, but it's probably because of the AC. He didn't have time to use a second buff, probably.
I'm very impressed with the damage coming out from Velis there. That was very, very... I mean, you kind of think of him as a support unit, but he's always been able to put out that damage, you know, assuming he can hit them, and then, you know, assuming that he's not kind of in a healing loop, which is where we see him kind of go quite often. So, yeah, I think that I was expecting Amnelis to hold up a little bit better against Magic there, but I guess I'm just kind of used to her with her, you know, with her barrier on that kind of helps her out there quite a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And for the damage, also this the book club, they're both 60% magic VC, so they can pump up this the magic. Yes, that's pretty high.
Looking at that damage, I would imagine he might have doubled up on magic cards. That was pretty crazy.
Probably. So GG to both players, and congratulations to Crash. Alright, so this was it for the Clairvoyant division for the week 3. So in first place, we have MacRain with 3 points. After this, we got Reindell, Iroh, Iceheart, GB79, and Crashmstr all with 2 points. After this, we got Meefle and Jesus with 1 point. And at the bottom, we still had Addol and Taiyo that's looking for their first point. So we wish them all luck for the next week. And again, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for all players for participating. And I hope that we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Yeah, so I mean, I was like I said, I was cut.
We'll cut it.